All right, everybody, we're super stoked here. I have Tom Hartman here. He is the tour director or tour manager for the GWA and the brand new founded SFT, who just had its debut here on the boat show. Check out the videos. We just released a few videos. And let's hear from Tom about this whole new idea of launching a tour that is foiling in all non-wind related disciplines. Let's talk about that for a second.
We started this tour with the purpose to cover, let's say, the next or new generation of foiling disciplines that come up now that are all non-wind powered.
Okay.
We didn't want to run this under roof of a wind sport tour or wind sport association, and really wanted to create a new tour to give it the full attention that it deserves.
Yeah.
And also with the purpose of combining different disciplines. So the discipline is covering the SFT tour is covering pump foiling, surf foiling, downwind SUP foiling, e-foiling and wake foiling, which are all fairly niche disciplines, obviously, but with a platform that's covering all these disciplines, we want to create more attention towards the foiling sport in general. Want to bring people together. A lot of foiling athletes do more than one discipline. And here at our kickoff event in boat Düsseldorf, it was only a pump foil event besides the wing foil competition. But in our future events, we actually want to run more than one discipline. This might be depending on the location.
I was just going to say, you can't run anything anywhere depending on conditions and the waters that you're in. One thing that I am actually kind of curious about is the pump foiling. It's got to be the most potential, with the one with the biggest potential. And also what we did here today and what we saw here today, we've been talking about this for multiple years, that this is where it goes. Where were you in terms of with that? Were you guys thinking about what we did today a few years ago, or when did this whole thing come up and the spark kind of jumped?
Yeah, I mean, we ran a couple of non-wind powered foil discipline show competitions in the wing foil world tour throughout the last years. We did pump foil events in Switzerland. We did surf foil events in Morocco, in Cape Verde, and a couple other destinations. And also out of that, industry and organizers were pushing and said, well, should do more of this, but we didn't want to do this under the roof of the wing foil world tour.
Yeah.
And we were seeing at that point already that this will definitely develop in a certain direction, but I, at that time, still considered it really niche and something that's really only for a handful of cracks, let's say, that want to really that are able to do these kind of sports. But the equipment has developed a way more user-friendly over the past years, and you can see now it's still a very technical discipline. Pump foiling, it's not something you jump on right away with non-foiling skill and just do it. But we see more and more people coming into this discipline that have actually no surf experience, no background out of waves or any surfing related sports, but they are fit and they just love that feeling of flying over the water, and they get into pump foiling. Switzerland, I think, is a very good example. Lots of lakes, not a lot of wind, but a lot of Swiss people that get now into pump foiling are people, they might be coming from bicycle or ice hockey or skating.
Skateboarders, free skiers, snowboarders. No doubt there is so much, so many people are really getting into this from all sorts of backgrounds. And the amazing thing is, to me, is that what was like a few years ago so ridiculously difficult, and now the number of people that can do this has exponentially grown in the last 2 years. It's just it's amazing. It blows my mind.
No, absolutely. I mean, me too. I was very surprised about that, but you can see, and that is, I think, to the help of the equipment as well. I mean, you see all the brands now developing. Where are the main sales going? Is downwinding, is pumping, big wings that are very efficient, that are easy to use. And I myself, when I started foiling mainly with wing foiling, I tried pump foiling, obviously, and I found it super hard with the equipment I was using at that time, which were fairly small foils, as I was doing a lot of surf foiling. And nowadays, even for heavier guys, you can see in the competition, it seems to be quite doable. And I hope that a lot of spectators also got infected now by the sport, seeing what's possible doing it in the pool, and they think, okay, I can do that at home at my lake.
And no better way than the boat show, by the way, just to bring this to the people. And just let me ask you to go back to the tour. Where are we going with this SFT, say, in this year, in the near term?
Yeah, we are still defining the whole tour, but we have quite a few events already confirmed. So for the next month, now we are going in the end of February to the USA with the Pensacola Foiling Week, which is a copy-paste, I would say, of the Lake Garda Foiling Week that's already happening for many, many years. The organizer will take this to the US and build a all-about foiling event, being it sailboats on foils, but also strong focus on the board sports with foils, where we're going to see pump foiling, surf foiling, foil surf race league will be part of it.
Foil surf race.
Or we also want to bring wake foiling and e-foiling there. But this is more an exhibition, I think, to really network and bring people together from multiple foiling disciplines. It will be also lined up in the way that all these foil sports will not run parallel, but behind each other, so people can actually join all the different disciplines. And after that, we go to Cape Verde for a tow-in surf foil event, a big wave event, which I'm already looking forward to. We're going to also have live streaming in the middle of March. And then we go to Abu Dhabi in the Middle East in April, where we have more the focus on e-foil and wake foil, as it's not really a big pumping scene there yet. And after that, we have another pump foil event in south of France. It's already confirmed Pump Foil World Cup at the Mondial Lyon, which is one of the biggest water sports festivals in France, end of April. And and then we have a couple more events in negotiation. As we're just starting this, we want to make it happen worldwide. There is interest from many, many sides, but each location, each event will, depending on the conditions that it's going to offer, see the one or the other or multiple disciplines. And I have not really an expectation how many events we want to do this year, but I think we want to cover core events that are important, I think, for the foiling world, like Foil Festival and other events outside of Europe. But we also want to use opportunities of events that are existing that have nothing to do with foil at the moment to be able to display these sports.
Very cool. Well, that is very cool. A great opportunities and a huge potential. Pump foiling, we've seen it here, a huge potential, and you heard it here first. This is a brand new tour, and I can't wait to cover this thing with the Steno magazine and follow you guys around and see where this whole thing is going, and then maybe compare next year.
Yeah, awesome. We need all the support. We need all the people watching this, and I think that's the way to grow foiling in general. And I can just say I got completely infected by foiling, and I can see so many other people being so hyped about this sport now. It doesn't matter which discipline they're in. And I'm just happy to see this growing.
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.